Okay, then I want to go through this last question first before we start today's lesson. Okay, this question. Morning. From quick. Okay, this question is the calculation very difficult? No. Okay, but almost the whole class didn't get full marks. Only one or two of you got the full marks out of this question. So it is about understanding what is happening rather than the calculation. Because most of you are able to do the calculation, just that you don't know what where you should apply your service charge, where you should apply your GST. Okay? So again, it is about reading the question and understanding what is happening. So everyone ready? No, Amira not ready. Looking at love letters. Where is Jarius? Not here. Too happy with his marks. Decided not to come to school and celebrate. Okay. When we look at this question, they say Risha had lunch with her father at Pasta Rama restaurant. Her bill before payment is shown. Okay. So this question, they show you the bill, meaning this is the bill. This one is the bill, and the bill can help you. Why? Although a lot of the things it looks like not so relevant, there are 2 set lunch, then 1 or 2 dessert also. They add up to this subtotal. So the individual items in this question not important. What is important is this subtotal. This subtotal is for all the food. Or we can also say that the food is goods. Okay? So this is what they pay for. 105. Then I mentioned before, when you go to restaurant, people serve you, they will charge you a service charge. And then this service charge, how much is it? Go. See ma? Love letter more important than BA level paper. Hello. Okay, now the rest think about it. So this 105 is for your goods. Then other than paying for the goods, you have to pay a service. You have to pay for people serving you. So how much is the service? It is 10% of this one. Okay? So this 10% service charge, how much? It is 10% of this 105. If you are paying for the service charge, it is 10% of this subtotal. In Singapore, all restaurants are like that one. They will charge you a service charge, and the service charge is 10% of what you are paying for the food. Then I also told you, America, they don't charge you service charge. People pay things. Okay? So in Singapore, 10% service charge is on this 105. Okay? Then after you pay 10% of service charge, let's say if you are paying 10% of the service charge, 10% of 105 is 10.5. Okay? Then we have to pay a tax of 9% on goods and services. So by the name itself, this 9% is being charged on the goods and services. So it will be charged on your goods, it will be charged on your services. So this 9% GST will be acted on the sum of these two. Meaning, if I'm charging GST, it will be charged on 105 plus 10.5. If in the normal case, don't have any discount or what. So we have to first add 105 and 10.5 to get another new subtotal of your goods and service. Okay? If I draw it here, this is not how I will present the question. I will present my answer, but I want to write down so that you all know first. So 105 plus 10.5 will become 115.5. This one is my goods plus service. 115.5 is my goods and my service after these two add together. Then my 9% GST will be 9% of this 115.5. Okay? Clearer now how we are paying the money, how your percentages are acted on each of the items. Ari, you very confident you will get full marks for end of year? Or you just want to fail your math very badly? Otherwise, why are you playing, throwing a cardboard around? I don't understand. Really, I really don't understand. Minimally, when we go to school, math lesson, I want to learn, I want to improve my math. But you look like you want to come here, improve your cardboard throwing skills. You want to be cardboard throwing world champion. So sometimes I really don't understand. Am I weird? Or is it your actions are weird? Okay. So your 9% GST will be charged on this two if you are paying for service charge. Okay? Then once you understand this basic, now let us take a look. This is the bill, but if you pay using your credit card, they give you discount packages. So if I pay with credit card A, 10% discount is on the subtotal before service charge and GST. Okay? Meaning, if I use credit card A, the 10% discount is where? The 10% discount is on this 105. Before any of these charges. The 105, I straight away get a 10% discount first on the subtotal of the bill. Okay? After I discount already, then the 10% service charge will come in, the 9% GST will come in. They never say you don't need to pay service charge and GST. They just say that the bill, they give you a 10% discount first. Okay? This is the story. Then for credit card B, you don't need to pay service charge. So the bill itself no change. This 105 no change. But they say you don't need to pay this service charge. No service charge. So you will be acting your 9% GST on your 105. This is what the whole story means. You have these two options. Credit card A, 10% discount on the subtotal. Then you add your 10% service charge. Then you add your 9% GST. Then for credit card B, they waive you. They say you don't need to pay the 10% service charge. Okay? Then, which credit card should Risha use? Of course, she will want to choose the cheaper option. Who don't want to pay cheaper for the same thing? Okay? So, show all your workings clearly to support your answer. Let me show you the working. Okay, I will first calculate for credit card A. Then see credit card A how much first. So credit card A. What do I need to pay? Firstly, they say this 105 give me a 10% discount. So how much is the 10% discount? After 10% discount, I only pay 90% of 105. So 90% of 105, or I can go and calculate 10% is 1050. Then I deduct 1050 from 105. I will get 94.5. The bill becomes 94.5 for the food. Okay? So for credit card A, if you show 94.5, you get 1 mark. Because you know you have a 10% discount. Okay? After I get the 10% discount, I will still need to be charged a 10% service charge. So this 10% service charge this time round is not on the 105, it is on this 94.5. The 100% change already. The 100% is no longer 105 because I got a discount. Then after my discount, this is my new bill. My 10% service charge is on my new bill. So this is my 100%. So 10% of this plus my 100%. So after service charge, it will be 110% of 94.5. It is no longer on 105. The 10% is on 94.5. So after adding 10%, I should have 110% of 94.5. Okay? Then you should get 103.95. So for credit card A, after the discount become 94.5. But then I will have to add 10% of service charge on 94.5. Then it will become 103.95. This is where you get your 1 more mark. But not the end. After we pay for the service charge, we need to also pay GST on this amount. This is my new 100%. This is after the service charge already. This is my new amount. My GST is acted on this. So this is my new 100%. I can go and find out 9% is how much, or I can add my 9% to this 100%, and after GST it will be 109% of 103.95. Then I should get 113.31. This is where you get 1 more mark. Okay? So credit card A, end of the day you will pay 113.31. Huh? You need go LSG, okay? Go, 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 all the best. Later I will go and support you all. Yes. Okay, Ken. So far, anyone got question about credit card A? How the story goes? Okay? The calculation part, all of you have shown that you are able to calculate, but you don't know about the story, the flow of how the things are charged. If you know, you already get full marks already. This question, you should be able to get. Then, plus this question, a lot of you would have passed. Okay? Go? Yes. Okay, then credit card B. Different. Credit card B is no service charge. Meaning, I start with 105, I got no service charge, I add service charge, also still 105. Then I pay a GST of 9% on 105. Okay? So for credit card B, it is just after GST, I will pay 109% of the bill, 105. So for credit card B, this is my 100% because I am just acting my 9% on this 105. So 105 is my 100% in this case. So you see the base or the 100% will change one as you do the question. So you must be clear. So if I just add 9% to 105, I will get 114.45. So credit card B very straightforward. You just pay another 9% of GST. So when we compare these two numbers, 113.31, 114.45, we will want to pay cheaper. So you must finally answer which option better? Choose option A. This will be my answer. My final mark comes from choosing option A. But you must show these two numbers before you get your 1 mark for choosing option A. Otherwise, it is like throwing a dice. Oh, today I use credit card A, tomorrow I use credit card B. No, So we calculate already, know that A is cheaper, that's why we choose A. Okay? Can? So not bad, at least you all managed to get the calculations. Hey, can you all help me answer him? What did I just say? You see? She put eraser, then the eraser tell her A. Do I give a mark? No lah. So you have to show these two numbers. You have this 113.31, you have 114.45. Then you choose A. Yeah, because A is cheaper. Then you will get your 1 mark for choosing A. Otherwise, you tell me, oh, today the sun is bright, so I choose A. Cannot. We are still doing math question, and they say show all your workings clearly. So your eraser giving you A is not the working. You never show me. Okay, now have a break before we start chapter 10. Yes. Yes, go and take your workbook.